Right, we're here in Antalya, Turkey, in the gym, about to start our very first ever Bivol Awards. So we've got some questions for you. First question is, who's your 2024 Fighter of the Year?
To be honest, I think Usyk, of course, probably he, because he won again all titles in his weight class. You know, it's a lot. Not too much people did it in two weight classes. And
from cruiser to heavy.
Yeah, cruiser and heavyweight.
And that size difference. Do you think he's got the rematch?
I think the rematch will be similar.
I think Fury underestimated him going into the fight.
I don't know a lot about what Fury has in his head, and but I'm sure that Usyk is more like predictable fighter than.
Agreed, and consistent. I think that's the key. But I think if you, when you beat Beterbiev, I think you'll possibly be the contender for Fighter of the Year.
Yeah, I think I could be, but still, when I think about Usyk, I respect him as a fighter. And another thing that we cannot predict because we're still in 2024.
What's your top 3 standout knockouts of all time?
You know, when we're saying about knockout, and this person in front of me on the wall, you know, it's Muhammad Ali. I just love history, you know, and I think this was one of the amazing finishing fight when he was fighting against Foreman. You know, all fight he was preparing his attack, and he was getting a lot of punches, and then finally one attack and he knocked him out. And I could imagine how huge this fight was.
It's similar. It's a very similar fight with it was Rocky Marciano and Jersey Joe Walcott. In the 13th round, Dempsey was challenging for the belt.
I didn't see this fight, to be honest.
You should watch this fight. It's very similar to the Ali fight. The whole for 12 rounds, Marciano's down, and then in the 13th round, you can see him coming back. Throughout the whole fight, you can see him coming back, pushing, and then boom, knockout, 13th round. It was over. Very similar. But you should watch this fight.
Yeah, no, I should. What else? How Marquez won Pacquiao. Pacquiao, one of my favorite fighters. He's an amazing person, amazing fighter, but how it was done, it's.
I've never had. No one has seen Pacquiao lost or lose like that at that point.
I didn't like it, to be honest, to see him in this situation. But what did Marquez? It was really good, because this is his the punch which he trained a lot before. I saw his trainings. He did this punch a lot, and finally he did it with the Pacquiao.
It was a sad moment, I think, for boxing. I think everyone you had some people celebrating, but the majority of people, they were scared of him. People weren't sure if he was even going to wake up after that shot.
Yeah, it was. I saw the video on Instagram when the people's faces when this happened. Yeah, it was terrible. And what else? What else? I need to think. I cannot say.
I'll throw someone's at you if they ring a bell. For me, anyway, there was Roy Jones and Glenn Kelly. Do you remember that, with his hands behind his back?
Yeah, I remember this.
That was a big one. Beterbiev recently, not so recently. Yeah, I think it's a 7-8 punch combination knockout, which I'd never really seen before. Foreman, Nakamura. It's like a hand of steel. You said the Pacquiao, and Marquez as well.
You know, I think I will choose Floyd Mayweather when he. With who he was fighting? Ortiz.
Ortiz, yeah, with the left hook after the low blow.
Yeah. You know, I think this is. It's not just beautiful knockout. It's like how the fight could be done if you are doing some dirty stuff, if you are not pretending. It's just good fight for just to learn
the rules, like play by the rules, and then use it against him. Yeah, that was an iconic moment in boxing. Question number 3: your favorite win and why?
Of course, I could tell that the win which gives me a lot of attention, it was the fight against Canelo. This win, it means a lot for my team also, for me. It showed me that it wasn't fight just against another fighter, it was fight against myself also. Because always you see the crowd, you see how people don't believe in you, but you and your team believe in yourself. I like this.
We were Team Bivol. I don't know what I said. We were Team Bivol from the get-go.
Yeah, and we won, yeah. Of course, I have another fights also. I like the win against Barrera because I was nervous when I felt the bruise or here it was big, and I was trying to.
What round was that?
I think it started coming maybe around 8, maybe like this, and they stopped the fight, showing me to the doctor. Doctor was checking, and I was nervous so much.
Yeah, what was Gennady saying to you at the time?
He didn't. He tried to not paying attention to this. You know, he was trying to talk about tactic, how I should move, don't come close to him. And finally, I won, and I knocked him out.
From that 8th round, so obviously the point where you knocked him out.
I don't remember exactly which round I got it, but since the beginning, sometimes when we were close, I was hitting my head, one another, and all fight it was like this. And finally, I got this big stuff on my forehead.
Which fight would you say you learned the most from as a boxer?
Learn.
Yeah, in terms of like, which fight happened and you left that fight thinking, I learned a lot about what I'm capable of doing in the ring?
A lot of fights, not only one, but I remember the fight against Felix Valera.
That was for the interim.
It was my
interim WBA, right?
Yeah,
seventh fight,
interim WBA, and he gave me good experience. You know, I knocked him down a couple of times, and he was strong. He was smart. It was a nice fight, and after this fight, I was tired so much. It was my first fight, 12 rounds.
That was your first fight doing 12 rounds?
Yeah, before I was...
Okay, everyone was a knockout before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was drained so much, and...
I was going to ask you that actually, like which fight did you struggle the most in? You know, because obviously you're, in my view, the most disciplined fighter over 12 rounds, and in recent fights, I see you after 12 rounds and you look fine, right?
Yeah, but after that fight, I decided I have to be very careful with my fuel. You know. But even that fight, I was good. If you see on the video, 12th round, I was good, but I was drained so much I couldn't move after the fight. I was so tired.
Well, how long did it take to recover, or until you could feel normal again?
Just a couple of days. And
is that the fight you say that not damaged you the most, but where it took the longest to recover from, or the other fights you had to recover from for a long time?
To be honest, against Pascal, it was hard for me because all fight I was holding my arms high, and it was so tight, and my biceps was like, I don't know, like a heavy bag, so tight, and I came in 2 days. I came back home. I came to massage, and he was touching my biceps, and it was so hard, and it was painful. He was doing massage for me, like one day, another day, and on the 5th day, my arms was normal, but it was so tight like this, you know.
Well, what's the reason for that? The way the hands wrapped or gloves?
I think because he was so. throw a lot of punches, and I don't know, maybe I didn't have enough experience to relax between, you know, between rounds, between attacks, and I was worried always that he could punch me hard. And when he was beating me, I was holding too tense, yeah, too much, you know. You shouldn't do too tense, yeah.
What, so being more tense? That's interesting, I didn't know that.
Because if you are working, sometimes you have to relax also, you know. You are moving, you relax. When you start attack, you should be more tense, yeah?
Yeah,
Course,
yeah.
Tense. You have to change always, but that fight I was always tense.
Okay. That's like me boxing. Ruslan was giving me a Soviet school of boxing today. He kept shouting, relax, relax. Today, I was way too stiff. A lot of fighters nowadays put a lot of energy and effort into their ring walks. You tend to opt out of like a really fancy, prestigious ring walk. You know, you seem to be very, very focused. Historically, you just listen to, seems Soviet rock. The question I've got for you, why do you choose to opt out of like big fancy ring walks? And what's going through your head, as you're going through that corridor to go into the ring?
Because first of all, I'm a fighter, in my head I'm a fighter. I'm trying to add something interesting for my fans, to be not just a fighter, to be like a showman, yeah? But I cannot, this is not my personality. And to walk in the ring, for me, just, I'm going to my work. Of course, to get more attention, I have to do some things, but it will be not from my...
It's not authentic.
Yeah, it's not from my soul, I don't want to be fake. I want to be just Dmitry Bivol, how it is. I just want to walk in the ring and I will show myself there, not in the walking area. But some people, they just love it. And it's just the part of their life, the part of their soul, how they want to show, and it's fine. And some of them, they are doing it very well.
Is it okay? So, who do you say has the best ring walk, or has had the best ring walk? You got Prince Naseem, he came in on a magic carpet. You got Mayweather, he came in on thrones. It's almost like there's more energy going into the ring walk.
With musicians, I think it's nice. I like it when Crawford goes with the Eminem.
Oh yeah,
it looks cool. I like that Eminem support Crawford. It's good. I like this more.
Going into the actual detail of you going through that corridor as you're going into the ring, like try and describe like what's going through your mind, like what sort of emotions. Have you ever started to walk down, maybe regret it, maybe start to get cold feet thinking, should have done something different?
I'm just trying to throw everything which is not important, and I start thinking like, I'm going in the ring, I have to do my job which we train. I have to do, like, as example, jab and this and that. Soon I will fight. That's it, nothing. Of course, a lot of thoughts comes to your head, but I trying to cut them, all of them, and be focused.
Has there ever been a time where something has come to your head and you got worried about it and then had to throw it out? Any specific
sometimes
examples?
It could be like, what if somebody look at the fight now? There is some people on the arena which you see them, but this thought just comes to your head, you just cut them, And most of the time I'm trying to focus at the moment also, I'm here, I'm standing on this floor, how is my shoes, it's fine. Breathe, to feel the air in the arena. Here you hear the some sound, and just trying to be focused. How is my hands in these gloves? Fine. It's like you were trying to be at the moment.
What's your best moment in boxing? Doesn't necessarily have to be a particular win. Doesn't have to be.
Best moment in the boxing, yeah, in boxing. You know, my life, it's just boxing, because since my childhood, since my 5.5 years, I was in the gym, and I spent a lot of time in boxing gym, in competitions and in shows. I cannot take just one and say, yeah, this is
Okay, give me 3 moments in no particular order, any order.
You know, I'm so enjoying to come in the gym after after big pose. I'm just enjoying to see my friends, guys. I like this mood. I feel like I'm in my place. I'm so enjoying, you know. In my childhood, I loved to come to boxing gym also. In the boxing gym was my father also with me. He took me there almost every day, and I saw this family. I was having good feelings. I like these feelings, and of course, you like feelings when you win. You know, this moment, like you feel so empty after this just like white paper, because you done everything and now you're empty, and small enjoy inside of you, like you done your job. I like these feelings also, and of course I like the feelings when you are drinking or eating food, drinking water after hard training. The water is amazing, the taste of the water is amazing, and the food after weight in, and I like these feelings. I like the feelings when you are coming to training and you ask the coach what we're gonna do today, and he's giving you this, like, you know, work, and you're like, what, we should do it today? Why today? I'm not ready. I didn't sleep in right time yesterday. I didn't eat right today, and I have some problems. It's just talks in your head, yeah. Maybe not today. Maybe we will do a little bit less, and then you're like, okay, we have to work, and you are doing this schedule which he gave you, you know, all rounds, all sprints, all like everything, and then finally you are sitting and you are enjoying that you did this.
Yeah, I can relate to that. That's the biggest thing I struggle with every morning waking up. So my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. 4:45, and I think of every excuse why not to wake up, you know, and hit snooze. But once you've done the workout, then yeah, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, because you're always trying to find some excuses here. I didn't sleep well. But after training I need to go here. But my feet, my arm, my ear, my hair, something wrong with it. Not today. But then finally you are doing your job and you feel amazing. You have amazing feelings.
What's your favorite gyms that you've trained in around the world?
I was in a lot of gyms, amazing gyms. Here, this is amazing gym. Look how made it is. Only we're here, and at this period in my life, in my preparing, this is the best gym which I need. Nobody here. I feel myself comfortable here. At some period in my life, I need another gym with a lot of people, a lot of different boxers, like wild card boxing gym. That period, I needed that.
How many years were you at wild card for?
I was there. How many years ago? I came there first time in 2014.
And you stayed there for how long?
Maybe a month. I was there.
Oh, you just there for a month. Okay.
Yeah, and then we were coming for another preparation. We were staying there 2 months. Yeah, and that time it was amazing also. And in St. P we have amazing gym. It called Fight Fabrica. But I will choose my first gym in Kyrgyzstan.
Is that the same gym recently that you were in camp with the grey concrete walls?
No,
That's a different
I
place.
didn't. I wasn't there for my training camp. It was my first gym when I came to boxing gym. I just love it. It's like your motherland, yeah.
I had the same thing with my gym. Can you remember the first moment, the very first day you walked into the gym?
To be honest, no.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I was so young.
Oh, you were 5.5, right?
Yeah, around 6 years old I was there. I remember some small episodes from this gym. You know, I remember how I was working on the heavy bag, how I was doing sparrings. Most of the time I remember how we were playing football. I remember how we were getting hits with the rope because we are doing. We were behaving not well, and coach was
Really?
beating us with the rope. You know, I remember this.
That was normal back then?
Yeah, that was normal.
Really?
Back then, yeah.
Wow.
It was normal. We deserved that to be honest. Now, of course, the time changed, and if you see the coach hit some kid, it's not normal. But that time,
I think it's needed though, man. I never got a hit in my gym.
I needed it to be honest. It helped me.
Yeah.
And I'm so appreciative to my coach because I know he loved us. He loved his job. He was so amazing coach. And yeah, sometimes we were behaving not well. We were just ruining the discipline, and he was teaching us. He didn't hit us with with the anger. It was just like.
Yeah, I said my dad used to beat me. I look back and I'm not. I don't feel bad about it. I'm glad he did it because it taught me a lesson. But yeah, we were scared of him growing up. I was a naughty kid.
No, we didn't scared our coach, but we were respect him, and we knew that was our fault. Yeah, and I love that gym in Tokmak, Kyrgyzstan. I have a lot of good memories about the gym, about how we were playing football a lot until my coach win. You know, we have two teams. If you are winning, we will not start boxing until the team coach team win. I remember the water after training, how we were drinking it. It was out of the gym. We had some small stuff just on the street with water, and you can come and you can drink.
Wow, so like communal, everyone shared.
Yeah, it's like the tube, with water, and it was like plate like this. In the middle, it was a tube with water. Everyone could come and drink this water. It was clean water. And I remember these feelings when you are tired in the gym and you're just looking at the window and you see this water. Because that time, when I started boxing, the coach didn't allow us to drink water. It wasn't allowed. I don't know why, but you are not allowed to drink water, only after training.
Yeah, my coach said the same thing, that when he grew up, he wasn't allowed to drink water. They used to say it was better for you not to drink water while training.
Yeah, and even now, I think that you shouldn't drink a lot of water, but some sips, you have to do, of course. It's
why? Well, why is that? Why do you think it's better not to?
If you drink too much, you will feel like it's not nice, and you cannot move as fast as you can. But at the same time, you need to drink water to not be drained.
Yeah, I was training with one coach in LA recently. His name's Gift, and he wouldn't let me drink the water. He'd make me spit it out. He said, make me have it in my mouth, wash it around, so I can absorb it, apparently, through the lips, and then spit it out.
No, with us it was like, don't drink water. We played football, we passed by the water, somebody's like, run, drink, and he's like, don't drink water. Okay, and you are going to the gym, you are training, and then after you are going home, and it was just big queue to drink water. Yeah,
Right, next question. Favorite country and why that you fought in?
Favorite country? My favorite country, you know, I born in Kyrgyzstan. This is like a mother for me, yeah. And most of my time I spend in Russia, and Russia is like a father for me. And both these countries gave me a lot of opportunities, you know. I start feeling that I'm not belong only to one country or two countries. I start feeling myself like I can live in another countries also, and I like all countries for something, you know. I like England. I like London because of architecture, because of the street. Of course, now I don't like it because of crime in the street, you know. It's really dangerous now in London. But I like. First time I was there in 2012, and I like the buildings. I like a lot of countries. I like UAE. I like US. It's a very interesting country with a lot of different people from all over the world. Different nature. In Russia also different nature, and the US it's so different. Each country has some pluses, which you could say that I like this country. You know,
What's been your favorite country to fight in?
to fight in? Of course, US helped me a lot in my career. I appreciate so much to United States because if you fight there, that time it was like you fight in US and all world could see you. The whole world could know you. If you fight only in another country, it's harder to be
To get noticed.
yeah. And now I like to fight in Saudi. Of course, I love it because Saudi made it like they don't have a lot of shows, but each show, all world see these shows, and it means if you are fighting in Saudi now, all world will see it also. And with boxing, of course, I like it. It's good for promotion boxing, for people to know me, but at the same time, I like to fight everywhere. You know, I just got used to it because when I was amateur, I was fighting in all over the world, and I like to go to competition to another country, to some new country, because you could see the people, and I like promoting boxing to fight everywhere. Yeah, but for career, of course, it's good to fight in Saudi now, to fight in US. Even I liked in United Kingdom because it was like in my schedule. I have to fight in my career there.
Right. Top 3 fighters of all time.
Fighters.
Top 3 fighters of all time.
Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson.
Why? Aside from the obvious.
Ali. Ali because he just a legend now. He's not just a fighter. He's a person. He was using his skills. I mean IQ, not only to say something in the ring. He was saying it out of the ring. Yeah. He had a lot of problems, not only in the ring, out of the ring, but it didn't destroy him, and he come back and he took his belt back, and he made history, and I like his personality. Now, of course, it's not like my personality because he likes to talk too much that time. Yeah, I'm different, but I like that he was doing it because it was natural. It was nature. Yeah, it was from his soul. He was just like this. Sugar Ray Leonard, I like because of his skills on the ring. I like his speed. I like his movement. I like his IQ. I like how he was explosive.
Yeah.
Explosive.
Super explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed IQ. I like to watch his fights in the ring, because with Ali, I don't watch a lot of his fights. But with Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm watching. You know, with Ali, I know some of the fights, but I'm not repeating to watch it. But with Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm repeating to watch.
Interesting. So with your style, as in a boxer like you, watching Sugar Ray Leonard, like, what sort of stuff have you taken from his game and applied to yours?
How he moves, how he's. I cannot say that I'm doing the same how he's doing it, but I'm taking something, of course, from his fight. And why Mike Tyson? Because he was icon when I started boxing, and I was looking at him and I was like, yes, Mike Tyson, I want to be like Mike Tyson, strong. He was young and he became a champion. He just inspired.
Inspired, yeah.
Yeah, this is why.
So, okay, so tangent question. Which fighters would you say you watch now that you try and, not so much current fighters, but not necessarily your 3 favorite of all time, but fighters where you look at, you've looked at over time, where you try and learn from?
I'm watching a lot of Sugar Ray Leonard's fights against Marvin Hagler, against Duran. Yeah. All of these fights, you could see how he changed from the first fight, and he was completely different on second fight. I watched his fight against Hearns. Yeah, I just like this, how he moves, how light he is, how strong his fist. Yeah. I like his style. I like his fights, and I wanna add one boxer also. It's Roy Jones Jr. because in 2003, 2002, when I came to Russia, I started watching much more fights with Roy Jones, and he became my favorite fighter.
Yeah, he was fighting in Russia for some time, wasn't he? As well, towards the end. Later in his career.
Later, it's not what I wanna see now in the ring. It's not the Roy Jones completely, because I wanna remember him how he was that time.
Early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, he is so big talent.
What has inspired you the most in boxing, that you've witnessed in boxing? It could have been another fighter coming back after defeat. It could be something a coach has done, someone you've seen in the gym. There's some moments that have really inspired you in boxing, not within your own career.
A lot of times you should be inspired. Always you should be inspired with something, like some small moments. Even when I saw like somebody become undisputed, I'm so happy for this fighter, and I look at him and like, he did great job. I'm so happy for him. I would like to feel similar feelings. I need to work more on myself, and when you see some win,
Is there any like notable people who have gone on to become undisputed, or any notable wins that you can name?
Last one, Terence Crawford, Usyk. I'm just happy for the fighters, because I know how hard they worked, and then they got their belts. And of course, you like, why you are worse? You are not worse. You can achieve also. Or you could see some win. You like, I'm happy for this guy. I wanna work also harder to get this. Yeah, with Roy Jones. Yeah, of course. When I was watching his fights, how people like him. Like I wanna be also known like Roy Jones. I wanna be like this guy also. When I was in amateur boxing, of course I was inspired by people who got Olympic medals. In just watching that, you are watching some Olympic games, some final, and you like, I can be also here.
What's your most standout memory as a child in boxing?
You know, I like the story about the fear about when I was in grade second. We had one competition, and I came to see which number of the fight I have when I gonna fight, and I saw my surname, and the guys was also close to me, and one of them like, oh, I'm fighting like number 4, yeah, against Bivol. Do you know who's Bivol? No, it's me. He said, it's you. Which grade you are? I'm second. He's like, I'm 4th. And it was like, yo. we had these fights because our weight class was the same, you know. There were not too much people my age and my weight class, you know. They were a little bit older.
Older and bigger.
Yeah, older but the same weight as me. And then I came to father like, can you imagine the kid in the school from 2nd grade, he's fighting against 4th grade.
Yeah, it's a big jump.
It's huge, it's huge, yeah. And I came, he said, don't worry, if something happened, we will throw the towel and things like this. I said, she just from 4th grade. And my coach like, don't worry, let's go. And I start fight, and I feel like I'm doing well, I'm winning, and I won. And that time I like, it doesn't matter he's older or what, I just won him. And after this I had a lot of fights. Most of my fights when I was a child, it was against older guys. Even 4 years older, 5 years older sometimes, because we just don't have anybody. We just have this guy, but he's older, but he's the same weight class. Will he fight? My coach like, oh, let's see, like, let's do, yeah. And I was doing well.
So you're always quite big for your age then?
Yeah, and then when I become like 11 years old, it was like closer, yeah. I couldn't fight against.
Wait, second grade in Russia, how old are you?
I was that time maybe like 7 years old.
Yeah, oh shit, so 7 and 9 is a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. I was thinking like 12, 14, 7 and 9 are huge.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, now my younger son, he's in judo, and he's competing in the training with the older guys, 2 years older, 3 years older, and he's winning them. And I'm like, yeah, he's like,
thank you, yeah.
I know this feeling.
Yeah.
But my older son, he's a hockey player. And in the hockey, 1 year, it's huge difference. It's not like in boxing. It was surprise for me because his team, 2014, yeah, and another team, 2013. And they could lose them like 12-0, you know. And at the same time, their team could win younger, 1 year younger, the same score, like 15-0. You know, in the hockey, it's huge difference. And in the boxing and wrestling, it's more skills. And that time, I also remember, like, yes, he's older, he looks stronger, but skills, it's a lot of, it means a lot.
It does, yeah. I remember I was 16 years old, and we had some gypsies come into the gym, and there was a gypsy that was 14 years old, and he said, oh, Ben, you're going to be sparring this kid. And I was so cocky, I was like, he's 2 years younger than me, it's going to be easy. I get in, I remember my elbows are out, my arms are flat, I was sparring, and he hits me, and he gives me a hook in my ear, and I feel at that moment, just blood running down, just a cold trickle come down here, and I finish the round. I take my head guard off, and there's nothing there. And then what I noticed over the next 6 months, I'd gone deaf.
Oh.
So now I'm like 95, 97% deaf in this ear now. Wow. From that sparring session when I was 16 years old. And that humbled me. That was a time when I was like, okay, yeah, skills make the difference here. Yes. Age, size makes no difference. Yeah, it was really humbling for me.
Skills makes a lot.
But it's a good thing now, because if I sleep, anyone who's got one deaf ear will know this, is that I sleep on this side, it means I can't hear anything. So I can't hear this guy snoring at night time, I can just sleep.
Yeah.
That's one of the benefits of it. Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass, you know, if you're in a loud environment, like I'm always like, what?
Yeah. You got lesson for all your life.
I've got a lesson, man. Yeah, yeah.
The end of your life. Yeah.
So, your top 3 favorite fights of all time, no particular order.
Of course, it's the Muhammad Ali, Foreman. It's Sugar Ray Leonard. I like his 2 fights, you know, a lot. I like against Duran. I like both, first and second.
They first and second, yeah.
Yeah, 2 my favorites fights, but they are completely different.
Completely different fights, yeah.
Yeah, and this is why I like both of them. I could say that it's one challenge, because he made huge work on his mistakes. You know, he changed the tactic. Sugar Ray Leonard. I like the fight. I like fight.
Hagler Hearns as well.
Yeah, Hagler Hearns. Yeah, also. Mike Tyson against Holyfield also.
Iconic. Iconic.
Yeah.
That was my first real introduction to boxing, in terms of like hearing about boxing as like as a sport.
It
remember.
was 2 strong guys. Like it was.
I still remember the poster. I still remember the poster from Tyson Holyfield. What was it? They had some play on the words with Tyson Holyfield. Is on, I think. Something, yeah. Gatti Ward.
Gatti Ward. It's. I cannot say that I like to watch this fight. You know,
it's a tough fight to
because
watch.
it's just it's just
Inhumane, yeah.
Yeah. It's just I always like just painful, to be honest, to watch it. Joshua Klitschko.
Yes, I was there. I was ringside for that fight, actually.
It was very surprising for me. Like he's a really good fighter, Joshua.
So you and Floyd Mayweather are the only 2 people to ever beat Canelo. What do you think was key in beating Canelo? The strategy that played. What was different going into the camp for you? What can you tell us in terms of tactics that were different for you?
In the ring, if you don't confident, even you are amazing in the gym, you are going to some competition. If you don't confident, some people could lose 60% of their skills. Some people could lose 10%, but some people could get more excited, could be more excited, and they could do something what they not doing in the gym, in the trainings. And most of his opponents who was fighting against Canelo, they were not confident enough.
It's true, yeah. It was almost, some of them almost like a payday for them.
Yeah.
That's the key thing, I think, when I was speaking to Taylor. He said as soon as you found out you got the fight, you all knew instantly. There was no doubt. There was no, okay, this is just some, step up for us.
Yeah, because it's very hard sometimes to just believe in yourself. It's really hard work to say yourself, to prove yourself that you deserve it, to be the best. You work hard. Sometimes it's hard to explain it to yourself and be confident somewhere.
Well, thank you, man. Appreciate the time. It was great learning so much in this interview. It's been great spending the week here in camp as well, learning a lot. I know we've got another session tomorrow. Looking forward to learning a little bit more. But yeah, really appreciate it. Really appreciate you letting me in camp as well.
Thank you for coming. I like your team. I like your crew. Really, always good guys and good stuff. I like it.
No, thank you. We've got a great team.
Yeah, and if the chairman is love boxing, it's a lot, for the company. And how I know you personally, you don't only like boxing, you like to do all this bullshit with backflip and all of it. You hurt your leg for what? I don't know why you need this.
No, in a 5-star all-inclusive resort with the water park on site, I have to use the slides here.
Yeah, you came to my camp, you used the water park, you doing some jump, running, all of it. Just they remember you are not a cat, you have only one life, okay?
Okay.
But to be honest, it's good. I like your spirit that you love the life and you're trying to get more emotions from everything where you have opportunity to get.
100%, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you.